I'm Big J Gleez, and I'm going to teach you the fundamentals of running the inside zone against a 3-4 defense. Man, am I excited to bring you this breakdown of the inside zone. Now against the 3-4 defense, the key block is going to be the combo block between the center and backside guard up to the backside inside linebacker. And this is going to be your read. We also have on the backside even numbers. So we have 2 receivers out to the left and 1 linebacker and 1 corner. So we know that we're able to cut back. Now, depending on the read up front, we're also going to be able to go play side A gap, backside B, or again, bounce it back to the outside on the left because we have numbers. We will not be able to take it to the outside right as a strong safety is out in space unaccounted for and has contained. Taking all this into account before we even snap the ball gives us the best chance for success. Now our key read here when we do snap the ball is going to be that block between the center and the backside guard. So let's take a look at this in motion and see what I'm talking about here. So as we come up to the line of scrimmage, we diagnose the front and we know that that combo block is key. And right here we actually make the wrong read, and we're going to slow this down and I'm going to show you what I mean. As you notice, that backside inside linebacker doesn't get blocked, and the reason why he doesn't get blocked is because our center and guard bury their face into the first level. Now we have to read that almost instantly and cut that back immediately. That's going to be our read on this play. And as we take a look here, they do secure that combo block and we read it perfectly and take it right up that play side A gap. And we'll take a look at this again in slow motion. And as you see, all the blocks are sealed up and we're able to get 5 to 6 yards pretty consistently when our offensive line does what they're supposed to do. But again, you have to read it. So let's take a look at this play again one more time. And as we run this play, we do notice that the blocks seal up perfectly. They get that combo block and everything is good to go. Now, what if that block isn't made? Well, we're going to have to cut it back. And right here you can see in slow motion, I read this instantly, I cut it back, and we're able to get a pretty good gain there, even when our offensive line doesn't do what they're supposed to do. Now, we can cut this back hard because, again, remember, we have numbers on the outside. So as you see here, I am choosing to cut this back hard once I notice that my blocks are sealed up. And you can do this as long as you have numbers on the outside left and leverage inside on that defensive end. Now, as you notice as we're running this play, the cover 3 is rolled with the strong safety on the right coming down in the box. Now, if you're consistently gouging a player with this play, most good players will make adjustments, and one of the adjustments is to roll your coverage the opposite way. So right now we don't have numbers, and we also have a hanger. That's what I like to call a hanger, where that red arrow is, where we have a defender that's going to sit on the outside that's unaccounted for. This takes away that cutback, but this does open up other things for our offense, as we're going to take a look at here. Right here, our offense does do a decent job as far as sealing up the blocks, but when we cut back, that hanger is there to take us out. So what we ideally want to do is take this ball actually to the outside right if we can. Now you notice that the tight end gave up some penetration. So what we actually had to do on this play is what I like to call running the hump. So when there's penetration on the front side, we have to actually take an elongated path to get to the outside. What is a better option in that situation is to actually cut the ball up inside of that penetration. And we're going to take a look at some plays here and some instances where we make adjustments to different types of penetration on the offensive line. So right here we see that our tackle gets some penetration. Our tackle is not securing the line of scrimmage. So what we actually should do here is turn it up inside of our tackle. So let's freeze frame this and kind of go over what I'm talking about. So if you notice, our guard and center do make a good combo block. Our play side guard gets up to the second level. So our read really should be to cut inside of 77 or back behind 73's rear end, but we have to stay tight to 73 because as you notice that hanger is there to really give us some problems on the cutback. So as long as we stay tight to 73, we should be okay to get a positive gain, but instead we make a bad read and try to go around the penetration, which isn't what we should be doing right here when we read that the front side of the play has very poor blocking and bad penetration. So we're going to take a look here, and we do make the correct read. As our offensive tackle again gives up penetration, we cut inside and we're able to get a positive gain against the same defense. So last but not least, we're going to take a look at this play when there isn't any frontside penetration, and you notice we're able to get a huge gain to the outside. Now this is something that you have to read. You can't just go running to the outside every single play. Make sure you read it, understand your reads, know your options when you come up to the line of scrimmage, and you're going to be in position to make awesome plays in Madden 16. So I want to thank you for watching this video. If you liked this video, please click that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe for all of the awesome content that I'm going to be posting for Madden 16 this season. Thanks for checking in. It's Big J Gleez signing out, and continue to game strong.